So guys, happy weekend guys. I have with me here USD Thai baht. That's US versus Thailand baht or whatever it's called. So we have a bullish momentum here in the overall directional bias. Then what I will be teaching in this video is more of my point of interest. Sorry about that. My point of interest. So, and since I already spotted this, what should I be looking out for? Here we have a break of structure. Here, recent bearish break of structure that gives us this low, and then we have a change of character that happened here. We have a change of character that happened here. Of course, you all can see how this guy broke above this guy, and like we don't need to even extend it towards that much. But me, I like covering everything so that I know exactly what I'm doing. But then you should just leave it this way. You have a break of structure, a change of character, and then we have an order block here. My order block, I like marking out the last bearish candle from those parts before a major pull up. So I'll be marking this as my order block. This is my order block here, right? As you all can see, I already marked my protected low, and this guy here is my order block. This last bearish, you see a bearish candle in between. Then we also have a QRM here. So I will also be marking out my QRM. Sometimes I just like marking everything together so that it will not like confuse me. I mark everything together, more like this. Okay, so now I know that my major point of interest is just this particular level. So even before all those things happened, after this break of structure, spotting my break of structure, I know that my entry is just going to be right here. So how do I conclude that my entry is going to be right here? I put up my Fibonacci and take it to that particular point that I have a change of character from. Then I adjust it to be okay, and here is my demand zone, which is my point of interest for buys. Okay, now here, if a trade is here, I have no business with the trade being here, but a trade is here. You see what happened? It consolidated for a very short time, and then boom, it gave us a push up. Now from here, I'll be placing my buy position from those place. And of course, I don't know, but you all should know me by now. I don't do more than 1:3 to 1:4, 1:2, 1:3, 1:4, and that is how I catch my TP from those place. Very simple, very simple. And most times you get to find something like this, guys. Let me put out this very quick. Most times you get to find something like this. Okay, no, like something like this, and you get to find something like this. I hope you guys are seeing what I'm doing. You get to find something like this, right? So when you see a market structure like this, from the bullish side you see a V, from the bearish side you actually see something like this. Right, no, I think I get to see something like this from the bullish side. and then you get to see another one like this, another one like this, another one like this, like this. Yeah, I hope you can see this, guys. So these are different settings right here. We have this as bullish, we have that as bearish. Now if I see this, I know that I do not have a QRM. What is a QRM? More like this guy here. This is my QRM and this is my order block, but here we do not have anything like that. We only have an order block here. We only have another block here, right? So what am I expecting chart to do on this particular level? I'm expecting chart to actually, since we already have our change of character from those aspects, right? We already have our change of character. I'm expecting chart to actually come back and tap into this other block and then boom, sell, giving us a higher low and a new higher high. Okay, then from this place, from this particular place, how do I know that this place is my exact point of interest? I will mark my Fibonacci, then I will trace it to that particular level that I have a change of character, right? I have a particular place, the particular place I have a change of character. Then this is all my point of interest in this particular place, but this other block is the major place I'm waiting for. Oh, my hand is already paining me, guys. Sorry, but I have to do this video because of my inner circle. I've gotten so much question from a particular guy, so I hope this video can be able to help him. So this is how me I execute most of my cleanest trades. So I wait for price to come back, tap into this other block, then boom, it sell. Then when I have a confluence like the QRM here, I mark my QRM zone here, right? And guys, I forgot to tell you guys, whenever you see anything, whichever of the structure, learn how to mark out your protected area, where a price passes. Once price passes that area, you know that it's not a good trade, that stop loss, or then you just have to just place your buy from here, from this particular place like this, and you target this highs. This is clean 1 to 3, clean 1 to 3. So this is how I normally execute my trades, guys. You see how clean the chart is with your Fibonacci. And talking about this guy, my point of interest is this particular level, price coming back from to this my QRM here, tapping into my QRM, and then I execute to the next high. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying here. So this is now my protected zone here, right? And then I place my Fibonacci from this low to this particular place. We have a change of character. You can see we have a change of character that broke this guy that broke this guy. So I have to place my Fibonacci from the low to that particular place, and then I wait for price to come back into this 0.5, which is my demand zone, and then a push up to give us another higher high. This is one of my cleanest entry, though I'm not supposed to be like giving you guys this video for free, but you know, I just want my inner circle to get better before I can be able to start doing anything, course or whatsoever, mentorship and that. So coming back to bearish trade, here we do not have any QROM. Always be like mindful to, you know, look for all those things, and I'm going to like show you all those things on chart too after this. Like, then you mark out your protected eye, this is my protected eye right here. After I mark it out, then I will expect, no, I will place my Fibonacci from this low to where we have a change of character, right? This is where we have a change of character. Now from this place, what am I really expecting price to do? Oh, my hands are shaking. I'm so tired, guys. Okay, so I have a stand though, but the stand is not going to be able to be directing all those things I want you guys on. So now, you see, this is our POI. Now, this is my order block from here to this place. So now I expect price to pull back to this order block and then give us a new lower low. Right? I hope you guys understand this too. And then from this point, we already have a QRM here, which is your POI and your protected highs, which is this. And then you mark your Fibonacci to that point, you catch a break of structure, right? I don't know if you guys understanding or you're seeing this. Now you wait for price to pull back into that zone. If price should pull into the zone and sell, don't chase it. Let's say price does something like this, don't chase it. It's not a good one. It might actually do something like this and then come back to take you out. That is why we have more of an inducement. This is where an inducement coming, because price giving you a structural liquidity without tapping into your demand zone. Okay, we have a trap for people that think that price will actually come back here and then sell, but price will have to do his own way, taking out those inducements and then tapping into your point of interest, then boom, give us the next low. I don't know if you guys understand. And it can happen like that too on buys too. But you guys should be more careful of what we call inducement. It is a trap. Okay? So I hope this video will be able to help some of you guys. So let's just do the practical on charts. Let's do the practical on charts quickly. I already marked those. Let me just get it off, because so here we have our QRM, we have our order block, and we have a change of character here. What next do you have to do? I already placed my protected low. Then now is just to place your Fibonacci to that place that you have your change of character here. You can see what price did there. Price did something like this, which is what I already showed you guys on the chart, and then gave us, did you see that? Then you have our QRM, we have another other block. And do not forget, a price has a QRM doesn't mean that it doesn't have another block, because I kind of did not point that out here. But then that is not your point of interest. Since price have already provided a QRM for you, you don't need to focus on the other block. You have to focus on the QRM. But your stop loss should be above this other block, more like this, more like this, more like this, above this other block, your protected zone. And then you target 1 risk to 3 or 1 risk to 4, then you take your profit, more like this too. Your profit should, your stop loss should always be below your protected zone. And let's say I see a chart like this, I already know that this price is going to come back to this QRM, or the QRM most importantly. Forget about this conflicts that happened here. If you see this conflicts that happened here did not have much effect into the other block. It's just that the QRM and the other block are just very close. Okay, then but your POI should be more concentrated on this two level here. So you just have to wait for price to tap in there. You set your order block, I mean, you set your buys from here, then one, I do more of 1:4. This is 4 hour. Takes out this high, I'll go to my profit. Unless maybe you want to hold for swing, you can even actually get up to this is almost 1:9 or so. Okay, so now what we have here is a new week trend, which is where we are going to. So where do you think we are going to be buying from this chart, guys? I want to know your this thing. Just like if you have, how am I going to put it, because I don't want to be posting this video for everyone, it's just for the inner circle. So let's just move on. So this is, I don't want to make the video too long, like too long. Let's say highest 20 minutes. So now we have a protected zone here. This is the recent low before this break of structure happened here. This is the recent low, and we have a confluence here that you all can see, right? Most like what I just marked here. This is exactly what you see here too. Now, where do you think price is going to retext back to? You're going to be marking out your order block from this part to this place. I believe regardless of the situation, I should have handled it better, and for that I am sorry. Okay, this is my order block, and that's my protected low, and we have a QRM, more like something that happened here too. Then this is what I'm expecting price to do right here. I'm expecting price to be able to, now let me put my Fibonacci, because we already have a change of character from this point, from this particular point. So I'm going to be putting my Fibonacci here. Guys, if you don't know how to set up this Fibonacci, text me, I can help you set it up so that you won't be able to, you should know the exact place you'll be able to be taking your trades, right? We have a QRM here, don't forget, and this is more like that of that inducement. I'm telling you guys, this is the inducement here now. This is inducement here now, because most people think that once price gets to this particular point, it will buy, but then forgetting that we have a QRM here. That QRM is just the last candle, should be like somewhere like here, most times we don't even get stuff like that. Okay, it's just a very straight bearish momentum and then another block. But if you have something like this, I advise you mark out your other block and the QRM together, so that there will not be any confusion. But more of this is more like an inducement, because we expect price to do something like this, tap into the zone. Once tapped into the zone, then it buys. So actually, where you be placing your buys is from this place. So this place, you see, we got 1:3 from there. Okay, you get 1:3 from this particular place, and this is how I execute my trade most times. Cleanest setup, very clean. Nothing should ever complicate or make you not to understand this. But anyway, if you don't understand anything, you let me know, DM me, I'll be able to explain things for you. Okay, and I hope this video helps you guys. From here, price comes back, tap into your POI, and then we'll have another push up. And of course, you don't expect price to take out this low and come back. If price takes out this low and come back to this place, which means buyers already changed, it's no longer bearish, because from the daily we have a bearish momentum. So we expect price to come back, hit the zone, and then boom, distribute, right? and I hope you guys have I don't know, I might actually be posting this video on my YouTube, but it's mainly for my inner circle. So I hope you guys have a very wonderful and profitable week. Bye.